Hey guys, it's Amanda, and today I'm going to be showing you how to remove your errors from your Walmart catalog, as well as deleting your seller fulfilled SKUs that you're no longer selling on, and as well as retiring any WFS eligible SKUs that you're no longer selling or replenishing. So you want to remove all your errors from your catalog because these are restricted items. You're no longer allowed to sell them unless you open up a case and get approved, but it's always best practices to remove them. I have heard that people will get their account suspended if they keep those errors in their account. So you want to keep a clean catalog by removing them. So let's just jump into our Walmart catalog and I'll show you each system and how to remove the errors, and as well as your unpublished or just SKUs you want to remove. All right, once we get signed into our Walmart catalog, we will go down to this second icon right here, which goes right into our catalog. This is where we will find the errors or unpublished of our whole Walmart catalog. So I will go ahead and go to the errors. I currently have 15. I once started at about 30. So I've been dwindling them down one by one. And it looks like I've already done all of the ones that are a zero inventory. You want to start those first because now I will have to do a removal order before I retire that. But we will go ahead and show you how to just retire it if this was at a zero. So I will go over here. So just to look at these error statuses, it says that this violates the legal compliance policies. You can create a case with that word comp to hopefully fight this. But recently, within the last week or two, which is about the end of July, health and beauty was restricted and locked down pretty tightly. So as you can see, all of my items are health and beauty. So I will have to do a removal order or just kind of decide what I want to do with them. That is why there are a lot of errors right now. So we will go to these three little dots over here, and I will select retire item. It won't let you delete it or anything like that. You do have to retire it because it is currently Walmart fulfilled or WFS. So I will go ahead and select retire. It should take about 48 hours for it to be removed. And what you'll need to do next is to copy down the activity feed ID. Now this is important because you need to have that ID in case it does not retire. Then you can open a case and says, hey, I tried to retire this or delete it and it is not, and here's the activity feed, and that way then they can on the back end remove it from your catalog. You really want to follow up on these and make sure they get removed from your catalog because you do not want to be responsible for having it in your catalog, because Walmart thinks you do intend to sell it when you can't sell it, but it's just, again, really kind of keeping your catalog clean. And now I'm going to show you how I record the activity feed with my own Google Sheet. All right, well, this is a simple Google Sheet that I have created. It was pretty simple. I just do the date that I created the case or to have the item removed. I did the name of the item, and then I made sure the quantity because I accidentally retired one that had 3. So then I can go back and be like, oh yeah, I accidentally retired that. And then I will also add the one we just did with a quantity of 1. And then I will add the activity feed right in here. And then the reason why sometimes it errors out for comp reasons or other little reasons like this one is a marketplace pricing rule. It just didn't want me to sell it at that price and it errored out. Luckily with this one I had 0 quantity, so it didn't matter. And that is it. It just needs something pretty simple, basic. And this is really good to keep on hand because if for some reason this dove crown comes back into my catalog, I can then open a case with this activity ID number. And it is good to know that your activity ID does expire, so the feed is not always there and it's hard to find things. So it's good to note the activity feed on basically everything. I also have this first sheet, which is all of the errors or anything that I need to write down the activity feed, a simple Google Doc. All right, now I'm going to show you how to delete seller fulfilled SKUs that you no longer want to sell or replenish, and just kind of, again, keeping your catalog clean. So I'm going to go to this filters right here, and under fulfillment type, I'm going to select seller fulfilled and then apply. So I'll go ahead and do that. And it has now done seller fulfilled, and I do have the status as published and active. I just don't have any in my catalog. So again, I will go over to these 3 little dots, and I can actually delete this item because it is seller fulfilled. I am able to just completely delete the SKU, and I will delete it. And then again, I will copy the feed ID and then be sure to notate it right here. I will paste it. And then I will also add in the item ID as well as the name and then today's date.
Hey, I am now offering one-on-one coaching. So if you want to have some one-on-one time with me, whether it's 30 minutes or an hour, I am now available, and check out the link below to check out my schedule and book that. I can help you with anything with Walmart, when it comes to adding items into your inventory or walking you through your first WFS shipment or just learning how to source. I'm available and would love to help you on your journey, so let's connect.
And now we will go ahead and retire a WFS eligible item. So let's just go ahead and see if we can filter this by fulfillment type, by seller fulfilled, WFS eligible, and apply that. And I will go ahead and select items that have a 0 inventory. You can do this in bulk. I just prefer to do it one by one. I will be sure to select an item that is not on its way to the WFS warehouse because I don't want to retire something that's on its way. So let's just kind of scroll through and find one. So I will go ahead and select this Ninja Turtles, and I will select these 3 little dots, and I will retire item, and I will select retire. And then I will go ahead and go to my recent activity feed, which is right here under catalog and activity feed. And I will go ahead and refresh so that it can populate through. Perfect. And this was the retired item of this. And then I will go ahead and copy this feed ID and put that in my spreadsheet. All right. Well, I hope that was helpful. It's always important to keep a clean catalog for Walmart. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, and I will see you in the next one.